Taurus's following is growing with such guns like the G3, G3C, G3 Toro, GX4, and so on. You know, two really popular models that I have reviewed in the past are the G3 and the G3C. So this is the new G3X. You know, it's a hybrid of both the G3 and the G3C. What is that? Let's check it out. I'm Drew Case from Beyond Seclusion, bringing you the reviews directly here to Gun.Deals. Now, if you're not familiar with Gun.Deals, they're a website where you go share and find some of the best gun-related deals available for purchase online or in retail stores. It's awesome, guys. You just type in the search, the gun, the product that you're looking for, and it will show you anything and everything that's been posted from any user, company, or website. They do not sell anything directly. Okay, they simply browse and search the web for you, finding the best deal, saving you a ton of time. They add nothing to the cost of the product. In fact, they simply redirect you to the web pages with the best deals. It's genius. I love it. So the G3X is a blend of the G3 full size and the G3C compact. Now, nothing earth-shattering about this. It's not a new design. It's not a new operating system. In fact, let's just do a specs and tech and an up close and show you the difference between them. Okay, so just real quick here, the G3X, you know, in the box, it's got all the standard stuff. It comes with a mag and the cable lock and instructions. What we notice here is we have the full-size grip, but then the size and the length of the G3C. Now here's the G3C, and if we compare those, they actually match up really well. So that's what they're talking about with the hybrid, is we've got the full-size grip here. Now with this one, it's not too bad, but those of you with big hands and without this type of mag, it's going to be a problem. We also have a manual safety here, which they took off on the G3X. Just for those that aren't familiar with this at all, or the G3C, you know, we've got the nice dimples here for thumb placement, which I really like. We've got the one up here for finger, very ergonomically comfortable. I love the grip on Taurus's new pistols. It's very aggressive. You know, definitely not going to slip. Mag release. Again, no manual safety on this one. Okay. We also have then the safety on the trigger. The trigger pull on this is really nice. We have a big take up, hit the wall. Really, I gotta say, pretty crisp, clean break. Short reset. Pretty crisp, okay? Considering, you know, a lot of them that are out there in this class, I would say this trigger is definitely up on the higher end. Okay, our sights are metal, screwed on. I have had problems with the Taurus not using Loctite and the front sights falling off. I preemptively took it off and put on with some red Loctite. Hopefully not going to have an issue. You know, we've got the nice tapering for the concealed carry with the serrations both front and back. And then now the other thing that I really like about the G3X and also the G3C is the double action. So, you know, even if it's racked and we pull, let's say we've got wolf or we had a light primer strike, I can pull again. And again, now my experience with when I'm shooting some of the cheaper ammo with the hard primers, a lot of times, I'd say majority of the time, on a second strike, I'll get ignition. And then breakdown is real simple. We just pull back here. You got that on both sides. We pull these down, pull the trigger, slide comes off, and we're broke down, okay? And then we just simply put it right back. Slide goes back on, and that's it. I like a quick, simple breakdown. That's why some of the gun manufacturers I just stay away from. You know, they're just a royal pain in the ass to break down. And for me, I want it quick and easy like this. So what you get is a slim, easily concealed pistol like the G3C, yet the features of the higher capacity and more substantial grip for those of you with larger hands. Now, real quick, it is compatible with the G3 and G3C Taurus slide kits. Now, typically, I spend a lot of time doing accuracy tests with pistols at 50 yards. You know, they typically are full size and often have an optic, but because this is basically concealed carry, meant to offer an alternative for the G3C, I'm just gonna go right back to the CQB range and bang on some steel. Not so concerned about what kind of groups I can get, just simply, can I hit my steel targets at varying distance with quick transition? We hit them all, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're back here at the CQB range with the G3X. Really what I wanna do is I wanna test out the different ammo that I've got, you know, make sure that we can hit this steel. If we can hit the steel, I've got all the way out to 60 yards here. So if I can transition and easily hit all this steel, that's more than enough for a concealed carry. So I'm not gonna do the accuracy test, like I said. I've got some SAR ammo here, 124 grain. I'm gonna start with that just because I have the most of this laying around. And then we're gonna go run through at least one, maybe two mags of the other stuff and see how it does, and then go from there. Now I do wanna just start off kind of slow, taking my time to aim, make sure that it seems to be on before I start doing some rapid shooting and transitioning. Now, one thing that I did just notice, there is a pin here that is slightly out and is hitting my thumb. I'm gonna tap that back in. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, so I got that pin punched back in, so this should be comfortable now. I'm not gonna be cutting up. And I also put, I got my sight paint, just make it a little easier. My eyes, without having glasses or whatever back here, was making it a little hard. Let's see, let's try this again. Let's try 25 yards over here. Another light primer strike. Okay, I'm not sure if it's the... So it had a lot of light primer strikes there with the SAR, which is kind of surprises me. Let's try some Federal. Really don't ever have any issues with that. Okay, now I've had a couple of issues with that not getting in there. So it's in there, it's solid. I've got some Federal. Let's see if we have any light primer strikes. Maybe it was just maybe it was the SAR. Let's try some Fiocchi. Okay, so I got the Fiocchi in here. Let's try 25 yards. That seems to do pretty good. See if we can hit 50 down, way down there. There, we got it. It's working pretty good. And notice, at least with my hands, the slide release is catching my thumb right there as I'm doing a high thumb. Maybe try to readjust here. Okay, now I want to try some Blazer 147 grade. It's almost not a wad cutter, but it's got a really flat end. I have found that that gives some guns some trouble. Let's just see how that does. Yep, so like right there, released, and it is getting kind of dirty. We'll try that. Okay, now real quick, because I've had this happen before, I'm periodically checking my front sight to make sure that that is not loose. So far, we're doing good. The red Loctite, nothing coming loose. Now we're getting down to the Wolf. Be interested to see, because I was having some light primer strikes with the SAR, which I haven't had before. We'll see what happens here with the Wolf. So far, so good. I feel like it's the 4th of July. The sparks that are coming out. Now I want to try some Tula. Okay, so one of the last boxes here, we've got some Tula. Let's see how this does. Maybe we do kind of a round robin here. You know, it must have just been in that batch of SAR, because this just ate up and spat out the Wolf and the Tula. At least for me, the thumb placement here, it doesn't hit right. Here's another issue, guys. My little pin here is walking itself out again. And I'm starting to feel it on my thumb. That's a problem. Shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let Taurus know. You know, hopefully that's just, I don't know, kind of a freak thing. But that's gonna be a problem, because A, it's just gonna keep coming out, and as I'm noticing, it's rubbing on my thumb. There you have it. It is what it is. You decide what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. If so, help support my channel. Come visit me on my channel at Beyond Seclusion. Anyway, until next time on Gun.Deals, happy shooting, be safe. Remember, educate our young people to guns and gun safety, and be a safe and responsible gun owner.